you with a love tip for today about surrendering. Every day I share some tips about love, how we can apply love in our lives, how we can understand love, and how love can solve problems in life. The daily love tip is about a solution, and it's about practical solutions. So, surrendering, what does it mean? There's one of my favorite songs, actually by a guy named Corey Hart. Maybe you know it. You Can Never Surrender. Great song. So he's saying, don't give in on what you believe in, persist. So why am I saying the opposite of that? Why am I saying that love doesn't surrender? Or why am I saying that love does surrender when the song says that love does surrender, or you should surrender? Where's the balance there? Where's the understanding? When it comes to love quotient, when it comes to understanding love, your love intelligence, you're able to make distinctions because you've got love in your heart and love guides you. And when you hear something that's a little bit off, that doesn't make sense, someone trying to put a square peg in a round hole, you can say, well, here's the difference. So let's look at the difference between the time that it's good to surrender and the time that we should not surrender. Well, let's take the first one. Let's talk to the song. Never surrender. Don't give up on what you believe in. Don't give up on what you believe in. Don't give up on your mission. Don't give up on yourself. Don't give up on who you are. Don't give up on nurturing yourself. Don't give up on empowering yourself. Don't give up on love. Don't surrender. In that way, persist. Be consistent. Make it happen. Okay, when's the time to surrender? The time to surrender is when we're holding on to something that's really hurting us. We need to surrender to love. And love does empower us. So letting go, would letting go empower you or would it weaken you? Would it stop you from empowering yourself, from nurturing yourself, from loving yourself or loving the situation? We need to make the distinction there about surrendering. And sometimes we're holding on to something. Like, I never wanted to do that. I never wanted to give in on something. I decided I was never, maybe, here's an example. If we have a dispute with a neighbor and we're angry at the neighbor because the neighbor, kicked our dog. And we're just so angry that we want to never talk to that guy again for doing that, for being that way. Never going to talk to that guy again. Well, is that a loving thing to do? No, sometimes we make a decision and it's not a loving decision. It's not an empowering decision. It's not a nurturing decision. It's not something that's going to help anybody. And these are the things that we really need to surrender. We really need to give in. When we have these certain kinds of vendettas, revenge, anger, hostility, something that is causing us frustration inside, it's causing us to keep anger, it's a ridge, it's a break in the harmony, the ebb and flow, and the natural flow of the universe. And we just really feel uncomfortable about it. I'm not going to forgive that person. I'm not going to surrender to that person. I'm not going to be kind to that person until they blah, blah, blah. So holding on to these kind of restrictions, holding on to these kind of personal, maybe we could say they're kind of picky, or maybe they're kind of petty. Got to let go of those. You just surrender. Sometimes love, we could say love comes knocking on our door. We have an opportunity to love, to be kind, to be forgiving, to be nurturing, just to let go of the anger. That's when we need to surrender to love. That's what the good surrendering is about. And that's the difference. Don't give up on love. Don't surrender to pressures that would make you not be loving. But surrender when love is there and love is saying, hey, let it go. It'll be okay. And that's it. That's it for today. Thank you so much for listening. This is Matthew from LoveBudi. Have a wonderful day. I hope your life is filled with love. I love you. For now, I'll say bye-bye.